So it's been a rough 2 weeks for Philadelphia. The vibe overall in general just feels like awkward at this point for the Eagles. Is their offense, though, too predictable?
I think it has been a little bit predictable, and predictable is not always a bad thing. If you're running the ball effectively and efficiently, man, be as predictable as you want to be. But with the pass game, to me, when I look at it, I don't see those first down looks you're seeing from a lot of these better offenses in the league where they're getting some heavier personnel. It's hard play action. You're getting some big chunk plays down the field. I feel like a lot of their play action, there's no payoff. The ball is just being dumped underneath, so there's no explosive element to this pass game. So get the run game going, absolutely. But they got to get more explosive in their pass game. I think they can do that on early downs.
Yeah, and I think a problem with that is where we're at offensively in the NFL right now, and Jalen Hurts is a part of that with multiple offenses and quarterbacks. They have something what we call, and I love having Kurt Warner here because he teaches me these things called true progression. What is that? It is where you go through your reads on offense. You go to one receiver, then you go to your second receiver, your third receiver. You're not actually reading the defense. You're going to your targets based on what the defense is in. So after the ball is snapped, if you're reading the defense, you may target the middle linebacker. You may be looking at the safety. You may be looking at the rotation of the defense. That's not where true progression is. They're just going from one target to the next target. And I think that's where the struggle is with the Philadelphia Eagles, is because it's not really reading the defense. If this guy's not open, now I'm just running and trying to make a play and they're getting caught. That's why they should hand the ball to 26, Saquon Barkley, to get everything rolling.
It's also not great to have to hire a new offensive coordinator every single year with Nick Sirianni not calling the plays. It's just...
I think they'll take that, though. If you're just going to win Super Bowls and go to Super Bowls and keep losing coordinators, I think they're willing to make that trade.
That's true. I mean, the Eagles, they are the defending Super Bowl champs. They won the NFC East as well. And that division hasn't had a repeat winner since 2004 when Philly won it 4 straight years. Cowboys are the #1 offense and are also scoring almost 30 points per game, while the Commanders were the only NFC East team to beat the Eagles last season. So you both think that Philadelphia, they're going to figure this out. They will end up winning the NFC East, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
Correct.
So who is the bigger threat here to the Eagles for the division? The Commanders, the Cowboys, or I guess if you want to throw the Giants in there as well, too?
I feel like everybody has a short memory. This Commanders team was in a championship game against the Eagles last year. So they've got some experience for having some veterans, but also some young guys that got that valuable experience. And to me, Jayden Daniels has another gear he can tap into. Saw him against the Chargers. They get down early. They're missing weapons. He finds a way to make some big throws to win them that football game. I don't think that they're scared of the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think that matchup is coming down the road in the postseason.
Yeah, and Jayden Daniels did have a really good rookie year, historic actually, but I believe the biggest threat to the Eagles are Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. I still believe that he is the best quarterback in the division. CeeDee Lamb is the best wide receiver in the division. They might have the best tandem of wide receivers in the division. When this offensive line is healthy, they can run the ball, and Dak is playing at an MVP level. Shoot, up until last week, I had him as my MVP because he was doing more with less. I understand the defense isn't great, but shoot, the Commanders' defense ain't great either. So what happens usually, if you know your history, the Cowboys usually split with Philly, and they usually split with the Commanders. So I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys as the biggest threat to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, we'll have to wait.
Defense isn't great was the nicest thing you could have said right there.
It's true. It's true. Look at you. Look at you. Well,
they're terrible.
Okay. So listen, guys, this guy right here, he might be on the Rams radio broadcast team, but back in 2009, Maurice Jones-Drew was having one of his best games against the Rams. MJD ran the ball 33 times for 133 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 3-point overtime win for the Jags. It's the only time in franchise history that the Jags beat the Rams. That's how we send things out to Wembley Stadium, where MJD is on the sidelines with none other than Jags legend Fred Taylor and NFL Network legend Sarah Walsh.
Well, one of those is a bit of an overstatement, Colleen. Let's not kid ourselves. I am with Jaguars legends. 33 carries. Guys, this feels like this weather. Is this a 33-carry day today?
You know, Sarah, we talked about this being the MJD Bowl, and I have to give shout out to my guy, Fred, because we both ran well in the rain. It didn't matter, the cold weather, so this has to be a running back type of game. I expect, what, 30 carries apiece?
30 carries apiece in today's NFL, man, it'd be amazing, big surprise if we do see it, man. But I think they got to keep it on the ground, and the team that controls the ball and make the least amount of mistakes should be the team to walk away with a win.
We've spent so much time this morning, right, talking about the arms of these quarterbacks, talking about Puka Nacua and that they won't have it. We haven't probably given the running backs as much love as we should. I know you would always agree with that. So I will ask you this, Fred. Who has the edge? ETN, Travis Etienne, or Kyron Williams there for the Rams?
Oh, man. Starts with the guys up front, right? I think I love my guy, Travis Etienne. He's on a mission to prove in his contract season that he's, worth every bit of money that he's going to get paid in this offseason. Started off real strong this year, and he's on a mission. So I believe Travis Etienne has the upper hand.
Who do you got?
Well, two things. Kyron just got paid, but Kyron's led the NFL in rushing, or not been up in the top in rushing the last 3 years. So the biggest thing with Kyron is just holding on to the football. And so as long as he can hold on to the football in a game that's wet, it's going to be a little bit of a concern. He's going to get his yardage. And so I'm excited to see kind of how this plays out. Both teams want to run the football. I got a chance to speak with Liam Cohen and obviously the Rams last night as we were in the hotel. They both want to keep the ball on the ground and let their offensive line do the work. So it's going to be exciting to see.
And this is a guy, by the way, he's on the payroll for the Rams now. He's a Jags legend. He's on the Rams payroll. You can see the scarf. He's trying to play both sides of the ball here, Fred. Who gets the win today?
Well, obviously, I'm a bit more biased. He's in between in the middle. I thought we were going to connect this time, reunite, and sing the song, Reunited, and it feels so good. You ready?
No.
I know you can't pick a winner in this one, but I can. So I got to go with Jacksonville in this one. I think if they protect Trevor Lawrence and actually get back to rushing the passer, create some turnovers, which they've done well all year, they have an opportunity to go back home before their bye week with a win.
That's right. It is a running back stream out here. If you like wet weather, you guys were out on the town. This has been a good trip to London for you guys. I saw you and Fred shutting it down last night.
Oh, yeah, listen, anytime I'm with my guy, it's always good. And Colleen, you know this better than anybody. Everybody wins at the MJD Bowl. It's just not for one person. We all have a great time. We all win. Fred knows it. It doesn't matter. You know it, Colleen. I think the Eagles are the only ones that don't win in the MJD Bowl. That's about it.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a shot fired to send it back to the studio, Colleen.
Yeah, that's perfect. MJD, whatever. He's a company man, all right? That's great. Have fun out there at the MJD Bowl. So we're taking you off to kickoff of this last London game, the MJD Bowl, but we'll be back for Week 10 for the first ever game in Berlin between the Falcons and Colts. Indianapolis right now with that 5-1 record, only AFC team with one loss. And then in Week 11, it's the Commanders and Dolphins in Madrid. But before we can get to those, we have